God chose humans specifically to breathe his breath into their nostrils, to make them a living soul, to make them a soul that speaks. Because no other thing that we actually have dominion over on this earth can do that. So we've been made in his likeness. We've been made to speak. And we're the only creatures that can do such a thing. We're the only creatures that can confess a thing with intention. With intention. Like parrots, they can mock us, right? They can say words, but they don't have intention behind their words. They're just mocking the human. So this is big. Again, our ability to confess something is huge. And it's important to understand how if we're confessing something other than God's word, that also will show up because God gave us the ability to speak things. He didn't just say, God never said, I don't give you free will. You have to speak my will. You have to. God didn't do that. So moving on, Hebrews 10:23, it says, and this is the New American Standard Bible. It says, let us hold firmly to the confession of our hope without wavering. For he who promised is faithful. Whew. This shows us right here. Okay. Let us hold firm to the confession of our hope. So this tells us that there is with our hope and our desire and our imagination and our heart, matched with confession, without wavering, he, God, who promised, is faithful to see that thing through and to deliver that thing as a manifestation in our lives. But here, listen to this. The confession with the hope, with the unwavering. All right. These three things are so important. With the confession, without the hope, the confession is deactivated. And now you're confessing something against God's word because you're not hoping in God's promises, right? Or the confession with the unwavering, but without the hope, is what you see a lot of people doing when they're forcing affirmations over and over and over and over and over again, because they're unwavering in affirming something into existence. They're unwavering in manifesting this thing, but they don't have hope that it'll happen. Their soul hasn't calibrated to be able to hope and ultimately believe that God's promises are real. So there's no hope there. Without hope, nothing can happen, right? And so we have to confess with unwavering hope in order to see something manifest.